What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Hoop Talk Podcast, episode 2. This episode we're gonna be talking about the recap of Game 1 in the NBA Finals 2024. We're briefly gonna be talking about a lot of things that happened in Game 1. Game 1 had a lot of things that I seen that I want to point out. Jason Tatum's struggles, even though they won. Kyrie's struggles. The Mavs. How the Mavs is gonna make adjustments for Game 2. Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis stepping up. And Luka. Luka being Luka, but somehow he only had 1 assist. Now we're gonna start off with Luka. Luka having 1 assist in this game is really like blowing my mind. Like usually, Luka is playing, without the ball, with the ball, grabbing rebounds, making assists. He's like doing everything out there on the court, but for some reason his teammates wasn't making shots. He only had 1 assist. I feel like that's really one of the main things that really cost him the game. That's not the only thing, but that's one of the things. And Luka he needs to believe in his teammates, keep believing in his teammates, but they need to knock down shots because he can't do this alone. He's not going to be able to win these finals alone. He's not going to be able to win a game alone. Like, he needs some help. Now, second, Kyrie's off night. Kyrie struggles. Kyrie scored 12 points in Game 1. 12 points. Like, Dallas, they cannot afford having Kyrie score 12 points. Kyrie and Luka both need to do good. Because against this Celtics team is deep. Like, they need to play absolutely at their best. And Kyrie scoring 12 points is not going to cut it. Like, that's another reason why the Mavs lost. Because Kyrie, and I know he's probably beating up on himself and knowing that I know he's probably going to come out stronger in Game 2, but I just want to point this out. Kyrie, 12 points is not going to win you a game in the NBA Finals. Now, Jason Tatum. I understand Boston won, but Jason Tatum struggling like how he did cannot last. Because Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis, one of they have a bad night or one of they just have an okay night. Everybody got to step up, especially the star, especially the face of this team, Jason Tatum. Like, if you don't step up, it's a possibility y'all could lose this series. Like, it's a possibility y'all could lose a game. It's a possibility y'all could lose a series. Like, Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis really saved you, and the whole Boston Celtics team. Their 3-point shooting, that really saved you too. Like, Jason Tatum cannot, absolutely not, struggle like that. He can't be nervous. He has no way to just. He can't just be nervous. Like, you've been in this situation. You've been in the finals. Those jitters got to get out. Once you step on that court, you got to get out. Those jitters got to get out. And my advice for Jason Tatum, get in the gym, man. Put up shots. Do drills. Put up free throws. Get in the gym. Lock in. You're supposed to be an image of Kobe Bryant from what you want people to say about you. Like, Kobe Bryant is your idol. So if Kobe Bryant is your idol, you should want to be at least close to him. You should want to at least be close to his mentality. And I don't see no Kobe mentality in Jason Tatum. Like, he's way too chill. Like, he's a bucket, don't get me wrong. Jason Tatum is a bucket, but his mentality just has to change. He got to have that aggressiveness. That's why people love Anthony Edwards so much. Because he got that mentality. He got that winning mentality. He got that charisma. Jason Tatum, he needs to have that charisma. He needs to stop having jitters. He needs to stop being laid back and go at people's necks. Now Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis stepping up to help the Celtics win. Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis really stepped up. I'm really, really proud of them. They came out strong. They didn't let up. They put on their foot. They put their foot on their neck from jump ball to finish. Jaylen Brown getting blocks, getting fast breaks. Kristaps Porzingis going at Luka, making mid ranges, blocking shots as well. Like Kristaps Porzingis really amazed me this series. Like, I mean, not this series, but this game, because this is his first game back, and nobody expected him to play at how good he played. Like, people expected him to get nervous a little bit and get a sweat in, but he really came out there and set a tone. He let the Mavs know, you got to stop me. You got to find some way to stop me, because Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown is not the only people that can score on our team. They're not the only threats. I'm the third option for a reason. That's what he basically said. And he was smiling out there. He was looking happy. He was looking good out there. Like, Mavs is going to have a long series if they don't stop that man. Now, Jaylen Brown, man, he's looking like he wants to be the face of this team. If Jason Tatum keeps this struggles up and Jaylen Brown is playing like how he playing and he gets Finals MVP, it might be other talks where people are going to start saying Jaylen Brown is a better player than Jason Tatum. People are going to start saying this is Jaylen Brown's team. Because first he got Eastern Conference MVP. If he get the Finals MVP, they're going to be on Jason Tatum's head. There's going to be a lot of critics, people like Stephen A. Smith, people like Draymond, people like Shaq. They're going to call him out, even if he wins. If he wins or loses. If he wins and he's the leading scorer and he's leading this team and he gets Finals MVP, all praise to him. But if he loses or if he wins and not playing well, he's going to get criticized. Because he's at a standard where people expect him to play good every game. Because he's been in this situation before. He's been in the finals. The Warriors gave them a lesson. They gave them an outlook saying, you got to be way better to win these finals. Like, Jason Tatum was struggling in 2022 against the Warriors. So that should have been a lesson that he should have learned, where now he should have been balling out of control, scoring at least 30. But for some reason, he's shying away from the light. Like, when the lights are bright, for some reason, he doesn't step up. But Jaylen Brown keeps playing like this, he will get Finals MVP, and people are going to start looking at them two differently. People are going to start switching them. People are going to start putting Jason Tatum as number 2 guy and Jaylen Brown as number 1 guy. And I'm pretty sure Jason Tatum knows he's that number 1. Like, he knows he could be the face of the league. He knows he could be the face of this team. He is right now, but the way he's looking, Jaylen Brown might take that spot. And who knows, if they lose this series, if they lose these finals, they might switch up the roster. They might change up this roster. They might move Jason Tatum instead of Jaylen Brown. Or they might trade him. Like, you never know. But I don't think they're going to trade him, because Jason Tatum is a superstar level player. He's a bona fide superstar. And I wouldn't trade him off my team if I was the owner. But the way he's looking, like, people are going to start giving more praise to Jaylen Brown than Jason Tatum. And that's it, guys. That's all I'm gonna say about Game 1. That's the recap of Game 1, Episode 2. And I'm gonna see y'all on Episode 3 whenever I watch Game 2 on Sunday. I'm gonna watch Game 2, and I'm probably gonna upload the Episode 3 on that following Monday or Tuesday. But that's all I really gotta bring up about what happened in Game 1, about how Jason Tatum needs to step up for them to keep this rolling for the Celtics. Kai got to step up for them to win, to get in this series. Because if he don't, it's gonna look bad for the Mavs. This Mavs defense, they got to find some adjustments to make on defense. Because I feel like Kai is gonna find his shot. Kai is gonna find his rhythm. But defense, they got to stop this team from making threes. They got to stop this team from making middies. They got to stop this team from getting in the paint. Like, I know Celtics got a lot of weapons, but the Mavs got a lot of weapons too. And the role players, I understand it's hard to play good on the road, but y'all got to step up, man. Like, the role players are really the main pieces for winning the chip. Like, if the role players don't play good, most likely that team is not going to win. Like, role players got to play good. Team has got to be healthy for a team that actually win it all. And if the Mavs don't do that, if the Mavs don't make adjustments and these role players don't step up, it's going to be a rough series. So, I'll see you on episode 3 of Hoop Talk Podcast.